Hey everyone, apologies for the delay to this week's Metaverse news. We had some technical issues here at Coin Bureau HQ yesterday. So it's a day late, but here is the latest goings on in the wonderful world of Web3. So, nothing much to report on the Metaverse tokens front, as the likes of AXS, Mana and Sand have been largely following the broader market trend, and in any case, they would have had to have done something pretty spectacular to overshadow the emergence of the new kid on the block. I refer, of course, to ApeCoin. Yes, this upstart ERC20 token appeared on the 17th of March and crashed into the crypto market like King Kong swinging through a plate glass window. Holders of Bored Ape and Mutant Ape NFTs, myself included, were airdropped 10,000 and 2,000 Ape tokens respectively for each individual NFT they owned, and this probably caused the bar at the Bored Ape Yacht Club to run out of champagne over the weekend. As I record this, Ape has a market cap of around $1.4 billion and a price of around $11. It was listed on most major exchanges right out of the gates and has unsurprisingly seen some fairly hefty trading volume. So, is Ape a cynical cash grab that's further enriched a few people who were probably rich enough already, or does it mark a new phase of growth and engagement for the BAYC community? As the law of the crypto jungle dictates, opinion is fervently divided. Now, as I see it, ApeCoin showcases an entirely different set of value propositions compared with previous airdrops from the BAYC. First and foremost, it's been designed by the ApeCoin DAO and the ApeCoin Foundation as a token for utility and governance. Labelled as, quote, a token for culture, gaming and commerce used to empower a decentralised community building at the forefront of Web3, Ape appears to be an attempt to bring wider decentralisation and a community-driven, Bored Ape-infused economy to life. Now, according to the folks over at Yuga Labs and ApeCoin DAO, Ape will play the role of a decentralised token that can be used for payments and transactions within Web3 apps of all kinds, even those not created or controlled by Yuga Labs or related to the BAYC. For instance, game developer Enway announced that it plans to use ApeCoin in an up-and-coming P2E game based on the Bored Apes, while Animoca's unaffiliated Benji Bananas game will implement Ape for its token reward system. But the functionality and use cases for ApeCoin don't end there. There's potentially much more on the horizon. For example, 11 residencies in Miami will also accept Ape for payments, and the Florida-based Saltwater Brewery has announced much the same for its beer, enabling thirsty customers to get a 50% discount. Also worth noting here is that ApeCoin DAO has onboarded some truly remarkable entities and thought leaders within the broader crypto community, including FTX, Reddit co-founder Alexis Ohanian, and Yatsu from Animoca Brands. And speaking of Animoca, the crypto game developer has also announced plans to integrate Ape into a secret project that it's developing with the Bored Ape Yacht Club, where Ape is reportedly said to be planned as the primary token for all new products and services. And a third interesting feature that could well drive value appreciation for ApeCoin is trailed in a video teaser released just 2 days ago by Yuga Labs on Twitter. Yep, it seems like the BAYC creators are setting out to build a hybrid ecosystem around the full-blown utility of ApeCoin, in partnership with some of the most well-recognised blue-chip NFT projects in the crypto space right now, including CryptoPunks, World of Women, the Mutant Ape Yacht Club, and more. ApeCoin, its developers, and its community seem to be eyeing up mainstream adoption across not only the Web3 and Metaverse domains, but in real-world business transactions as well. And of course, the more useful the token actually is, the more valuable it could potentially become in the future. Now, this isn't, of course, to say that Ape is a nailed-on moneymaker, but it certainly does have a lot of weight behind it. Okay, that's quite enough apes for one day. The other major Metaverse news headline I wanted to look at today comes directly from Wall Street.
Oh, goody.
On March the 16th, banking behemoth HSBC announced that it was entering the sandbox metaverse. Yep, that's right, people. Big banks are most definitely getting all excited over virtual land and metaverse opportunities. Only last month, we saw JP Morgan acquire a plot of land in Decentraland and announce the opening of its Onyx lounge. Metaverse fever is growing amongst the world's leading financial corporations. JP Morgan also released its Metanomic report, in which it valued metaverse business opportunities at a whopping $1 trillion per annum. So it was perhaps only a matter of time before another Goliath like HSBC joined the party. But as opposed to JPM, which plans to expand its banking solutions to Decentraland, HSBC announced that it aspires to engage with esports and the gaming community. It looks from here that HSBC seems to be taking a slightly different approach to the metaverse, aiming to capture the value of in-game economic structures, in-game NFT assets, and their advanced mechanics. Further evidence of the financial opportunities that top-tier players and corporations see in the blockchain-based gaming industry. Now, while full details of HSBC's development in the virtual plot have not yet been released, the bank has announced that it sees great potential in delivering and architecting new metaverse experiences through emerging technologies and platforms. So, can we doubt that there's growing excitement from big TradFi entities to experiment with Web3 and its cutting-edge economic models? New and alternative models fueled by the power of NFTs and virtual real estate. This news could perhaps signal the beginning of widespread adoption and of the progressive integration of metaverse ecosystems into our everyday lives. After all, if banks are building virtual spaces and setting up shop in the metaverse, can it be long before we all start withdrawing cash or crypto from one of their metaverse ATMs? And while you could argue that this is simply another attempt by big banks to get their filthy paws on the nascent metaverse sector, the NFT and virtual land ecosystems can only reach mainstream adoption if they are, adopted. So, it's all eyes on Wall Street now, folks, whether you like it or not. And that's all for this week's Metaverse News Update. I hope you guys found it useful. Please do like, subscribe, and comment below, and I will see you all next week.